This is Dr. Srinivas Keshetti. Welcome to uh, another session on statistical physics. We were discussing statistical basis and thermodynamics, Unit 1. In the previous session, we have studied microstates and macro states, isn't it? So, a macro state is a compartment wise distribution of particles, and a microstate is each distinct arrangement of particles is called as a microstate, isn't it? So, we have uh, seen an example of four particles distributed in two equal sized compartments, isn't it? So four particles can be distributed in two compartments, like four particles in the first compartment, zero in the second, or 3 1, or 2 2, or 1 3, or 0 4, isn't it? Like this. So there are five uh, distinct arrangement, compartment wise distribution of particles. Five In five ways we can distribute these four distinguishable particles in the two compartments. So these five ways of distributing the particles is called as a macro state, isn't it? So there are five macro states, isn't it? So but each macro state can have one or more than one micro state. Like if you take the distribution 1 comma 3, one particle in the first compartment and uh, three particles in the second compartment, then we can have four different ways we can arrange this distribution. Like A in the first compartment, B C E uh, uh, B B C D in the second compartment, or B in the first compartment and ACD in the second compartment, or C in the first compartment and uh, ABD in the second compartment, or D in the first compartment and ABC in the second compartment. Likewise, isn't it? So there are four different ways of arranging one particle in the first compartment and three particles in the second compartment. Each distinct way of arranging such a particles is called as a microstate. It is called as a microstate. So for a distribution 1 comma 3, this is a macro state. There are four microstates. Similarly, for the distribution 4 comma 0, there is a one microstate. 1 comma 3, there are four microstates. 2 comma 2, there are 6 microstates. 3 comma 1, there are again four microstates, and 0 comma 4, there are again one compartment, one microstate. So in all if four distinguishable particles A, B and C are to be distributed in four compartments, they can be distributed in 16 different ways, isn't it? So there are 5 macrostates and 16 microstates of arranging four distinguishable particles into compartments. In today's session, we will discuss what is meant by thermodynamic probability. So it is defined as the number of microstates corresponding to a given macrostate. It is represented by W or Ohm sign. This is nothing but number of meaningful arrangements of various particles in a microstates. So it is nothing but number of meaningful arrangements or meaningful permutations. They are called as meaningful permutations are called as combinations of various particles in a macrostate. So number of microstates corresponding to a given macrostate is called as a thermodynamic probability. For example, just we have seen for distribution 1 comma 3, there are 4 microstates. For distribution 2 comma 2, there are 6 microstates. So this is nothing but thermodynamic probability for that macro state. The number of microstates in a macro state r comma n minus r, or thermodynamic probability W W of r comma n minus r, which is nothing but combination NCR, which is equal to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial into r factorial. So let us see an example. For a system of 4 distinguishable particles, for a macro state 1 comma 3, r is equal to 1 and n minus r is equal to 3. That the example that we have discussed, isn't it? So here n is equal to 4 and the number of microstates W of 1 comma 3, one particle in the first compartment and 3 particles in the second compartment is equal to 4C1 is equal to 4 factorial divided by 1 factorial into 3 factorial, which comes out to be equal to 4, isn't it? Just we have discussed, isn't it? Similarly, for a macro state 2 comma 2, r is equal to 2 and n minus r is equal to again 2. So n is equal to 4, as there are 4 number of particles and they are to be distributed 2 in the first compartment and 2 in the second compartment. So in how many ways they can be distributed? The number of microstates corresponding to the macro state 2 comma 2 is 6, isn't it? That we have studied in the previous article. We will find out it from the formula. So thermodynamic probability for this macro state is Ohm 2 comma 2, that is W of 2 comma 2 is equal to 4C2 is equal to 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 2 factorial is equal to 6. Similarly, for macro state 0 comma 4 or 4 comma 0 will be W of 4 comma 0 or W of 0 comma 4, which should be 4C0 or 4C4 is equal to 4 factorial divided by 0 factorial into 4 factorial must be equal to, it comes out to be equal to 1. So I suppose you have understood what is meant by a thermodynamic probability. So thermodynamic probability is nothing but the number of microstates corresponding to a given macro state. Now let us proceed to understand what is the probability of a macro state. The probability of a macro state is defined as the ratio of number of microstates. The number of microstates corresponding to a macro state is nothing but thermodynamical probability of that macro state. So the probability of a macro state is defined as the ratio of number of microstates in that macro state to the total number of microstates of the system. So total number of microstates of the system. So P macro is equal to number of microstates in a given macro state, isn't it? So if you are going to find out the probability of a macro state, then we have to take the ratio of number of microstates in that macro state divided by total number of microstates of the system, isn't it? So the probability of a macro state 1 comma 3, so there are 4 microstates, so 4 divided by total number of microstates is 16, so 4 divided by 16, that is the probability of a P macro which is 1 comma 3. So the total number of ways of arranging n distinguishable particles in C number of compartments is C to the power n. If there are n number of particles and they are to be arranged in C number of compartments, the number of ways of arranging these n distinguishable particles in C number of compartments is C to the power n. If there are 2 compartments and n particles, then the total number of microstates is 2 to the power n. For 4 particles in 2 compartments, the total number of microstates is 2 to the power 4 is equal to 16, isn't it? We are familiar with this example. So P macro is equal to thermodynamic probability divided by total number of microstates of the system, or W upon 2 to the power n if there are 2 compartments and n particles. Substituting the value of W, we can have probability of a macro state P of r comma n minus r is equal to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial into r factorial into 1 upon 2 to the power n, which is equal to 1 upon 2 to the power n into NCR. This gives probability of occurrence of a macro state r comma n minus r. This gives the probability of occurrence of a macro state r comma n minus r. Now let us proceed to find out the combination possessing maximum probability. Which combination possesses maximum probability? In the previous example of 4 particles in 2 compartments, the maximum probability was for the microstate 2 comma 2, isn't it? And minimum probability was for the macrostate 1 comma 4 comma 0 or 0 comma 4, isn't it? Likewise, let us find out for which combination probability is maximum. We know when n is even, the value of NCR will be maximum where r is equal to n by 2. So for even number of particles, isn't it? In the previous example, 4 is the number of particles, and we get the maximum probability for 2 comma 2, that is n by 2. N is equal to 4, 4 by 2 is equal to 2. So we get maximum will be maximum the when n is even, the value of NCR will be maximum where r is equal to n by 2. Hence the maximum value of probability is given by P max is equal to 1 upon 2 to the power n into n c n by 2 is equal to n factorial divided by n by 2 factorial into n by 2 factorial into 1 upon 2 to the power n is equal to n factorial divided by n by 2 factorial square into 1 upon 2 to the power n. So this gives the maximum probability. You substitute the values for n and get the maximum probability for the combination. For which combination you will get the maximum probability, and how much will be the probability can be obtained from this formula. Combination possessing minimum probability. So we have from elementary algebra that NCR is minimum when r is equal to 0 or n. So NCR, well, the value of NCR combination is minimum when r takes the value 0 or n. So P minimum is equal to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial into r factorial into 1 upon 2 to the power n is equal to n factorial divided by n minus 0 factorial into 0 factorial into 1 upon 2 to the power n is equal to 1 upon 2 to the power n. If n r is equal to, the probability again comes out to be same, that is P minimum is equal to n factorial divided by n minus n factorial into n factorial into 1 upon 2 to the power n, which is equal to n factorial divided by 0 factorial into n factorial into 1 upon 2 to the power n. So which comes out to be again 1 upon 2 to the power n. So the minimum probability is given by 1 upon 2 to the power n, and maximum probability is given by n factorial divided by n by 2 factorial square into 1 upon into 1 upon 2 to the power n, isn't it? This is how we can find out the maximum probability and minimum probability for a given macro state. Relation between P and W, isn't it? What is P? P is the probability of occurrence of a given macro state, isn't it? And W is the thermodynamic probability. So what is the relation between these two? The probability of occurrence of a particular microstate is given by small p is equal to 1 upon 2 to the power n, isn't it? The probability of occurrence of a particular microstate, any microstate, is given by 1 upon 2 to the power n. So as there are, suppose for the same example, there are n particle distributed in two compartments, there are 2 to the power n number of microstates. So the probability of occurrence of any microstate is 1 upon 2 to the power n, as 2 to the power n gives the total number of microstates of the system of n particles to be arranged in two compartments. Thus we have P is equal to W into small p, W into small p from the previous example, isn't it? So this P is equal to 1 upon 2 to the power n comes out to be equal to small p, and this W, which is equal to NCR, isn't it? So number of microstates in a given macrostate. So P is directly proportional to W. We can write capital P is equal to thermodynamic probability multiplied by probability of occurrence of any microstate. So W into small p. From this relation we can derive, we can draw the inference that P, probability of occurrence of any macrostate, capital P, is directly proportional to thermodynamic probability. Therefore, the probability of occurrence of a macrostate P is directly proportional to thermodynamic probability, capital W. Let us try to understand this concept of thermodynamical probability from two examples, isn't it? So first example is like this: calculate the probability that in tossing a coin 5 times we get 3 heads and 2 tails. So the example is we are tossing a coin 5 times, and we want to know the probability of getting 3 heads and 2 tails, isn't it? So tossing a coin 5 times is similar to tossing 5 similar coins simultaneously. Tossing a single coin 5 times or tossing 5 similar coins simultaneously is one and the same. Hence n is equal to here 5. We wish to get 3 heads and 2 tails. So let us take r is equal to 3, and naturally n minus r, that is tails, is equal to 2. So probability of such kind of distribution, isn't it? We are tossing 5 coins simultaneously. Out of these 5 coins, 3 should be head and 2 should be tail, isn't it? So probability of such kind of distribution is r comma n minus r is given by P of r comma n minus r is equal to, this is the general relation, n factorial divided by n minus r factorial into r factorial into 1 upon 2 to the power n, which is equal to 1 upon 2 to the power n into NCR. So substituting the values here, n is equal to 5, r is equal to 3, n minus r is equal to 2. So 5 factorial divided by 5 minus 3 factorial into 3 factorial into 1 upon 2 to the power 5, isn't it? So 5 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 3 factorial into 1 upon 2 to the power 5, which comes out to be, if you calculate this If you do the arithmetics, you get 5 upon 32. So probability of getting uh, uh, 3 heads and 2 tails, when a coin is tossed 5 times, the probability of getting this distribution is 5 by 32, isn't it? Now let us go for a second example. Calculate the probability that in tossing a coin 10 times we get number 1 all heads, number 2 5 heads and 5 tails, number 3 3 heads and 7 tails, and number 4 7 heads and 3 tails, isn't it? There are various distributions are given. In the first distribution we want all heads, isn't it? So this problem is also similar to the previous one. So the general formula for any kind of distribution is given by the probability of distribution r comma n minus r is given by p of r comma n minus r is equal to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial into r factorial into 1 upon 2 to the power n, which is equal to 1 upon 2 to the power n into NCR. So tossing a coin 10 times is similar to tossing 10 similar coins simultaneously. Hence n is equal to 10, isn't it? We want all the heads. So the number of coins we are going to toss, tossing a single coin 10 times or tossing 10 coins simultaneously is one and the same. So in this case n is equal to 10. We wish to get all heads, that is tossing 10 coins simultaneously, all coins should uh, we should get all coins to be heads, isn't it? So here r is equal to 10 and n minus r is naturally 10 minus 10 is equal to 0. So n minus r is equal to 0. So probability of this kind of distribution is, substituting these values in the above formula, p of 10 comma 0 is equal to 10 factorial divided by n minus r factorial, which is 10 minus 10 factorial into r factorial, that is 10 factorial into 1 upon 2 to the power 10. So if you calculate this thing, you will get it to be 1 upon 1024, which comes out to be 0.00098. So probability of getting 10 heads when a coin is tossed 10 times, and probability of getting all the time head 10 times is 0.00098, isn't it? Second one, 5 heads and 5 tails. Here naturally r is equal to 5 and n minus r is equal to again 5. So p of 5 comma 5 is equal to 1 upon 2 to the power n into 10c5 is equal to 10 factorial divided by 5 factorial into 5 factorial into 1 upon 2 to the power 10, which is equal to 252 upon 1024 is equal to 24609. So the probability of getting 5 heads and 5 tails when a coin is tossed 10 times is 0.24609, isn't it? Now the third case, we want to get the probability of getting 3 heads and 7 tails, that is here r is equal to 3 and n minus r is equal to 7. Substituting these values in the same general formula, p of 3 comma 7 is equal to 1 upon 2 to the power 10 into 10c3 is equal to 10 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 7 factorial into 1 upon 2 to the power 10, which comes out to be 120 upon 1024, which is 0.11719, 0.11719. Similarly, the probability of getting 7 heads and 3 tails is, here r is equal to 7 and n minus r is equal to 3, that is p of 7 comma 3, which is 1 upon 2 to the power 10 into 10c7, which is same as above, 10 factorial divided by 7 factorial into 3 factorial into 1 upon 2 to the power 10. The value comes out to be same, that is 120 divided by 1024 is equal to 0.11719, isn't it? Thus the probability of distribution 7 comma 3 is same as probability of distribution 3 comma 7. So in this way we have studied what is meant by a thermodynamic probability. So we come to the end of the session, isn't it? So in today's session we have studied what is meant by thermodynamic probability, isn't it? So in the next session we will study the relation between thermodynamic probability and uh, thermodynamic probability and we will study the next article, the relation between some thermodynamic probability and some just wait for a second. So in today's lecture we have studied what is a thermodynamic probability. So what is thermodynamic probability? Thermodynamic probability is nothing but the number of microstates corresponding to a given macrostate, number of microstates corresponding to a given macrostate, isn't it? Huh. In next session, we will study the relation between thermodynamic probability and entropy, isn't it? So entropy is a physical concept, isn't it? And thermodynamic probability is a mathematical concept, isn't it? So these are related to each other. There is a relation between entropy and thermodynamic probability that we will study in the next session. So till then, take care. Uh, Share our videos with your friends. So like, comment and share our videos, like our channel. So we have our channel, so you subscribe our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you can get notifications immediately after we upload the videos, isn't it? So subscribe our channel, like, share and comment on our videos. Okay, thank you very much, take care.